Welcome to End of the Road in Michigan, the podcast that explores the hidden corners, forgotten paths, and untold stories of Michigan's rich and remarkable history. Today we're journeying back to a time when Michigan was on the very edge of the frontier, a place of wilderness, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. Today's story is about Captain Aaron Peer and the legacy of Grindstone City, the humble yet extraordinary community he carved from the shores of Lake Huron. In 1834, when Michigan was still a vast, untamed wilderness, Captain Aaron Peer landed on the rugged shoreline of what would soon become Grindstone City in Huron County. A seasoned mariner and ambitious pioneer, Peer had an eye for opportunity, seeing what many others overlooked, a wealth of grindstone-quality rock lying untouched beneath the soil and along the water's edge. Captain Peer, originally from Ontario, Canada, brought the indomitable spirit that marked so many who ventured to Michigan in those early days. Upon his arrival, Peer quickly recognized the unique geological treasure beneath his feet. A sandstone of exceptional grit and grain, ideal for producing the world's finest grindstones. It was the dawn of a legacy that would not only define Captain Peer's life but would transform this remote region into a vibrant community. He began by establishing the first quarry, a modest operation at first, powered entirely by local waterways. Peer crafted a water-driven mill, ingeniously harnessing nature to shape stone into grindstones. Word of the superior quality of his stones spread rapidly, attracting interest from as far away as Detroit, Cleveland, and eventually, international markets. Life in Grindstone City during those early years was not without hardship. Captain Peer and his workers endured harsh winters, isolated summers, and the constant threat of forest fires. Yet, they persevered. Each grindstone shipped out represented hours of meticulous labor, cutting, shaping, and transporting heavy stones by hand and ox cart. But this tireless dedication established the reputation that would eventually draw hundreds of settlers eager to work the quarries and build new lives. We'll be right back to our story after this message. As demand for his grindstones grew, so did the community. By the mid-1800s, Grindstone City had flourished, and new businesses emerged to support the expanding workforce. Captain Peer, known for his fairness and generosity, employed not only skilled laborers but also anyone willing to learn the arduous craft. The quarries soon became the economic heartbeat of the region, and Peer's influence extended far beyond mere business dealings. He was instrumental in building the first permanent homes and a general store and establishing necessary services for his workers and their families. In 1865, William H. Cooper opened a second quarry, recognizing the immense potential of the region. Cooper's quarry complemented Captain Peer's, ensuring that Grindstone City's grindstones would dominate the industry. By this time, grindstones from Grindstone City were being shipped internationally, reaching markets as far-flung as Germany and Russia. The village prospered, earning a name synonymous with excellence across the globe. Captain Peer's vision was more significant than the quarries alone. His daughter, Charlotte Cooper, who later moved to Bad Axe, vividly recalled the early days, telling stories of how her father brought the first yoke of oxen into the settlement. She recounted how they had to swim ashore after being dropped off by the steamship, a testament to the rugged determination that characterized their pioneering days. Charlotte's stories preserve the memory of a community built on resilience and ingenuity. By the 1870s, Grindstone City boasted about 150 residents. It had evolved from a rough quarry operation into a structured settlement complete with churches, schools, and thriving commerce. Captain Peer's leadership went beyond commerce. He helped organize the first church meetings, supported the local schools, and maintained an ethos of community responsibility that influenced subsequent generations. In 1871, Peer sold his quarry to Wallace and Prentice, marking the end of an era but setting the stage for further expansion. Robert Wallace, a young laborer who had arrived at the age of 15, rose from a quarry worker to the eventual proprietor, exemplifying the community's spirit of upward mobility and entrepreneurial drive. Under Wallace's leadership, production soared, employing as many as 80 workers and manufacturing over 3,400 tons of grindstones annually. The Cleveland Stone Company later acquired the Grindstone City operations, continuing to grow its reputation and employment opportunities. At its peak, the quarry produced a monumental 6-ton grindstone, demonstrating the remarkable scale and skill developed from Captain Peer's initial vision. The grindstones of Grindstone City were renowned for sharpening tools and blades across industries worldwide, literally shaping the productivity of entire nations. Captain Aaron Peer passed away, having witnessed his humble quarry transform into a cornerstone of Michigan's economy and culture. He left behind more than just a thriving business. He left a community whose roots ran deep into the sandstone beneath their feet. His legacy is permanently etched into the fabric of Grindstone City, now a quiet historical site but once a bustling center of industry and ingenuity. Captain Aaron Peer's story is more than history. It is a reminder of the vision, courage, and dedication that built communities across America. His legacy endures not merely in the grindstones scattered around the globe but in the very spirit of determination and community that characterized his life's work. His story encourages us all to see beyond mere stone and soil, to recognize potential in the everyday, and to shape our own futures with the same passion and purpose. Grindstone City stands quietly on Lake Huron's edge today, its quarries now silent. Yet, Captain Pierre's legacy endures, a testament to the profound impact one person can have on a community's destiny. His story reminds us of the timeless power of vision, courage, and community, a story carved not just from stone but etched deeply into Michigan's historical fabric. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past on End of the Road in Michigan. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you next time as we uncover more fascinating stories from the forgotten corners of Michigan's history.